Good morning, gentlemen. I am with Nikhil Soni. Nikhil, heartiest congratulations once again.
Thank you, sir.
He has got recommended for SSC technical course, which is scheduled to commence in April 2024. What is unique about Nikhil is that he's a corporate guy working in an MNC, and he decided to go and take the SSB for getting commissioned into the Indian Army. This was his only attempt left, and how he has made it, we shall go through that journey with Nikhil, right?
Yes, sir.
So Nikhil, how did it happen to you that you thought about joining the Indian Armed Forces?
Sir, if I talk about from the very beginning, I've been into sports and doing extracurricular activities as well as after I got job in engineering. So recently I met my friend Saloni. So she told me that about it, Nikhil, you are doing so well. You do running, exercises and cycling, swimming.
So that was the trigger for you to go for...
Exactly. So she told me that in spite of being doing this can be part of your job and you are managing things so well and disciplined. So why don't you looking your career as an engineer into the Indian Army?
Okay.
So this triggered me. So I thought let's give a chance to Indian Army.
So then you thought of coming to Invicta?
Yes, sir. Then I thought Invicta. She in fact guided me just go Invicta because they will tell you the correct environment as well as what suits you and technique that required in SSB.
So can you tell the viewers, how did Invicta help you in realizing your ambition?
Yes, sir. For realizing ambition, one main thing that required is discipline. Everyone has a discipline, but the technique with the discipline that matters the most. For example, if I talk about the personal interview, then Colonel Rocky sir is the main pillar for that personal interview. Everyone can tell about something, but what matters is how you serve them, how you speak about them, how you talk to them, and how you weigh them. Secondly, when it comes to the GTO, then the Colonel Vardhan sir is the very best thing. If I talk about individual obstacles and the major thing, then I had 11 individual obstacles, exactly the same as in Invicta. In fact, I was say that the very same and identical individual obstacle that I performed in Invicta, I saw in SSB. And the same question, the same replica of the interview question asked by you was exactly asked by at SSB also. So I thought that I've already given this SSB at Invicta Defense Academy. So I did not feel as such new thing at the interview that this question is new for me, this individual obstacle is new for me. No, nothing new for me.
So what is the uniqueness that you found in Invicta? See, okay, fine. The mock sessions or repeated mock interviews and repeated grilling of psychological tests along with lovely psychological counselings and you facing the same obstacles like you said in the SSB which we have here in Invicta. What particularly stood out in this entire schedule that you followed for 3-4 weeks time?
That particularly scaled out me was a practice. The day when I came, that was my first day. I have been into GTO ground and whatever I thought for the first time I learned. But next day, on the Saturday, Colonel Vardhan sir counseled me and told me about it. In this way, you have to perform that. He put out my mistakes and highlighted that in this way you are doing wrong. Very next day, I have been for the interview. Colonel Rocky sir took my classes and the next mock interview. First time I made the mistake, sir corrected me out, that was your mistake. Next time after the counseling, when the grilling has been done by Colonel Rocky sir and Colonel Vardhan sir, that polished me a lot. After the continuous mock interviews as well as the continuous individual obstacle that I performed in the GT round has shaped me a lot. Or if I say that practice matters the most.
And Nikhil, when you went to the SSB, tell us something about your experience there because that was your only SSB that you have ever faced and that too at the right age of 24. Right?
Yes,
when
sir.
generally very tricky questions would be asked and obvious questions would be why at this particular age that you suddenly woken up and you're choosing the one of the most coveted professions in this world, which is the defense forces. So how did you tell us about your experience of the SSB?
When I went to the SSB, I was also very anxious that at the age of 24, what did you motivated or why did you get into the army? You were looking for a software engineer, you did not ever thought in your childhood. So the same answer that what I got from inside is that I am doing running, exercising, this is a part of my job as well as the discipline that I learned from my father and one Colonel Rocky sir as well as the Colonel Vardhan sir taught me. When I went to the screening my first day, I was very nervous at what will happen. But Colonel Vardhan and Rocky sir told me that don't be nervous, just be yourself. Whatever you have learned and whatever you have practiced in this way, just give a lot. Second thing comes to the psych test. For the psych test, Colonel Rishi sir came into my mind test and he told me one thing, that once there was a crow caught the pest and stone. In this way, I made the story. And the story is nothing just related to my life, that I've been to cycling, I've been to the marathon, I've been to the swimming. And the most difficult part came to the personal interview. I was very anxious about it. They're definitely going to ask me at the age of 24, how did you manage that? So I also told them, sir, it's not like at age of 24, but just this time I got really motivated from inside that I should join as an engineer in the Indian Army so that I can serve for them. And the GT ground that matter for me, the physical, although everyone has physical fitness, but what matters the most is how you perform them. Because in 3 minutes of time, you have to perform different individual obstacles. That matter the organizing skills. That in 3 minutes of time, how you organize.
So your PGTs and NGTs and your lecturates and your group discussions, very intensive guidance and repeated practices out here definitely help you, right?
Exactly, definitely intensive physical outside.
As a parting message to the viewers and aspirants like you, who are also carrying the same dream to wear the uniform that you would be after training within a year from now, you will be doing that. What is your message to those kind of defense aspirants?
My message to all the defense aspirants would be like that: whatever you are doing, just love whatever you're doing. Because if you think that you are just doing for the job, for the uniform, one day you have a success, you won't make it. If you won't put your heart into that thing, you won't get it. Second thing, repetitive practice and repetitive wellness that I have done by Invicta, especially Colonel Rocky sir and Colonel Vardhan sir. So I would recommend that if you want to wait, then put your heart, and especially put your heart into the feet of Colonel Rocky sir as well as the Colonel Vardhan sir. This thing matters the most.
So, thanks Nikhil, thanks for your time and God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Do well in life.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.